We had my baby shower this weekend and we did pulled pork sandwiches, and we have literally so much pulled pork left over. So I'm going to show you how I turn this into a well-balanced lunch that helps to balance out my blood sugar levels, keep me more full and satisfied, and a great way that if you have something like leftover pulled chicken or leftover pulled pork, you could also make. So to add a little bit of color to this, we're gonna make a little coleslaw mixture. I'm using Greek yogurt as the base for the dressing. It says on the recipe to do this in a food processor, but I feel like this blender is gonna work perfect. So our base is going to be 1 full cup of plain Greek yogurt. I'm just using the Fage, but you can use whatever plain Greek yogurt that you like. We have the juice from 1/2 of a lime. We have 1/2 teaspoon of cumin and then 1/2 teaspoon of salt as well. The recipe calls for 2 cloves of garlic, but I like measuring garlic with my heart, so measure as much as you would like. Handful of fresh cilantro. I'm a baby when it comes to spice, so I'm adding like literally 3 slices of jalapeno, but you could put in an entire jalapeno if you want to. The jalapeno, what's hot about it is the seeds. So if you don't want it to be as hot, take all of the seeds out and just do like the outer part of the pepper. And then you're gonna take your dressing that you made in your little blender. And I have here just a bag of coleslaw, and then I also diced up some red bell peppers just for a little bit of extra color. You're gonna drizzle that dressing all over the top of it. Okay, and then now we'll turn this into a balanced meal. So when I talk about building a balanced plate, I'm talking about combining carbohydrates, proteins, fats, and colors in order to create a well-balanced plate that keeps you full and satisfied and provides you with all the nutrients that you need. So we're gonna start with our base of these wraps of these extreme wellness tortillas. I've never had these, but I see them all over TikTok. They just have a little bit of extra fiber in them. So we're gonna do 2 of these wraps as our carbohydrate base, plus they're gonna give us some fiber. Slaw mixture is going to provide us with our color. Incorporating color into your meals is important because not only does color provide more fiber, color also provides nutrients like micronutrients, so vitamins and minerals. This also has a little bit of fat coming from that dressing as well because I use a 2% Greek yogurt. So we've got a little bit of fat in here to help us actually absorb those micronutrients because vitamins like A, D, E, and K actually need a fat source in order for our body to be able to absorb them at maximum capacity. Our pulled pork was our primary source of protein. Like I said, you could do a pulled chicken, you could do a pulled pork. These are great meal preps that you can just put in the crock pot on low for like 8 hours on a Sunday. And then you have a full meal that you can utilize throughout the week to make a variety of different lunches or dinners. So primary source of protein. I also did some barbecue sauce on top as well. We just have this Sweet Baby Ray's, no sugar added, sweet and smoky. It's actually really, really good. And then I'm gonna fold these up into the wraps, and then I'm either gonna have carrots and ranch on the side or fruit. I haven't decided like if I want a full savory lunch or if I want a little bit of fruit on the side. Now we have our lunch, a well-balanced plate that packs in carbohydrates, proteins, fats, colors that will definitely keep me full and satisfied.